Well, I'm David Bowman, and I have a dual role with John 3:17. I'm on the board of directors, and I enjoy that, but what I enjoy much more is a role as they call me Poppy. And a lot of the girls that come in are coming from broken families, and so I serve as a surrogate grandfather for a lot of the girls. And so even after they graduate, years after they graduate, we still communicate. We become family. And that's one thing I've learned as I've been a participant with John 3:17, and that is, it is a family. Not only in a physical way, but also in a spiritual way. And one of the things that I've enjoyed most is as the girls hear and study about Jesus, they want to be baptized. And often they ask me to assist them with that. So I get to baptize a lot of the girls, and so I become, as it were, a spiritual grandfather as well as a surrogate grandfather. And so just that family relationship, just the love that develops, that just lasts forever, is one of the most pleasant things that I've ever experienced.
Hi, I'm Suzanne. As many of you know, those who've been through the program especially, I love working with John 3:17. This has been a fulfillment of a goal that I've had for a long time, and I just feel honored and blessed to be able to be a part of what happens in this ministry and to see the women's lives be put back together by allowing Jesus to be the ruler of their lives instead of Satan. And I lived for many years in addiction myself, and so I have a firsthand experience of the turmoil and the grief and the hurt that can cause. And I also know what it means to come to know Jesus and how he can rescue us from that pit that we've dug for ourselves. So being able to share my experience with these women is something that it's just something to be able to watch and to enjoy. And there's really nothing like it, as some have said before, to watch the dead be brought back to life. And I just reach out to families of the ladies who are here currently, to the families of some of our graduates, to ask for your help as we begin an expansion and the ability to house more women and to get women on the same campus. Many of you know that we've used the back of a church building, and that hasn't been the best atmosphere for these women, so we no longer use that. And we also have another house that we use, but it would be nice to have all these women on the same campus in new houses, and for them to be able to continue to be safe, and for us to be able to nurture and then to expand and to house more women as the addiction crisis is not over. And I read every day, read this morning about a young lady who was at 3:17 for a short time, and she had overdosed on fentanyl. And that's the reality if these women don't get the help that they need. It's sad. And it's not going away. And so we want to be able to house more women. And you become a part of a bigger picture, a part of a sisterhood. Just this past weekend, we had girls working at the ASU football game, and they forgot to take water with them, and they were going to be there for a long time, and they needed something to drink, and they didn't have any money. And so my first thought was to maybe take some to them, but then I thought, well, let me call on some of our graduates. So let me see if they would help us out in this situation. So I did. I called one. She was out of town, but she said, you know what? I'll be there next week. I'll take care of them. I'll feed them. I'll bring them water, whatever I need to do. And I called another graduate, and she's like, I'm on my way to the football game. We'll bring 2 cases of water. And so it's just those kinds of things. And so that's what we're asking for today, is for you to come on board and join us. Those of you who have graduated, we need your help. We love you. We want to see you and the families of those who are here currently who have ever had anything to do with John 3:17, we ask for your help in whatever way you might be able to help us out.